Hey guys, I am Tori, and this is my boyfriend Sean. Hi Sean.
Hi Tori.
And are you seriously going on your phone right now?
I gotta know the story. Continue on.
Anyway, so we're dating, and obviously I said he was my boyfriend. So this is just gonna be the story of how we met. Because I think that people should know who...
People should know.
People should know... No. People should know if we're going to make a podcast. I think people should know who we are before we're just like, listen to us talk. You know?
Yeah.
So...
Agreed.
Thanks. So, I was 20 years old when I met Sean.
I was 18.
No, you were not.
I was. You're 2 years older than me.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah. I turned 19 when we got together.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was 20 years old. I never had a job before. My ex-best friend...
I like cougars.
Chill. My ex-best friend worked at Kohl's, which is a department store, if you don't know.
If you know, you know.
Exactly, if you know, you know. They were hiring, and she told me about it, so she was like, apply, I can put in a good word for you. We really treat people like family, you know, like you'll get hired. And I was like, okay, totally fine, let's do this. So that's how I came to work at Kohl's.
Me, I just graduated. I graduated high school. And graduated high school, and then I just started college, community college at De Anza. And if you know De Anza, you know. If you know.
If you know, you know.
And then I just started that in the summer, and then I was going there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in community college. Might as well get a job, right? I'm old enough now, and I can work. And I need to be making my own moolah. And I was very excited, but as you know what happens to a young lad who's looking for a job in America in this economy, you can't really find much without any experience. So I was like, Kohl's, used to go there since I was a kid, and eventually just applied for it, and I got the job. Yeah.
I just want to say, because I didn't even
I was really depressed
school.
though. I was really depressed. I did not want to work there. I did not want to work there.
Anyway, so I just wanted to add, because I didn't mention, I was going to school at the time, which is why I didn't have a job, because my parents told me to focus on school, and they were like, you don't need to worry about having money. We'll support you as long as you go to
bullshit.
school. Chill, no it's not.
Yeah, well, you gotta have money, you know.
Anyway.
You gotta make your own moolah. You know,
but I didn't really need anything. Okay,
but what about, have you ever had those people in class and then they're like, yeah, I work
multiple jobs.
Yeah, I'm taking like 3 classes this quarter.
Sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, some of them drop out of school. And okay, this is the thing.
There's some people
that are really dedicated. I understand that. But when, the way that I was, like, I didn't even graduate high school on time. Like, I very much...
If you didn't give in to the peer pressure.
Anyway.
Not of drugs. Little background story. She was doing really good in school, right?
I was a very good student.
She was a very good student, but Tori being Tori and everybody making fun of her for being smart, which was weird. In my high school, if you were a smart person, like everybody wanted to get good grades. Everybody wanted to strive. And it was like the thing to be smart.
Okay, so
for our school, it was probably.
So like, I understand that, but now that I look back, it honestly probably wasn't as big of a deal as I made it out to be.
You were young.
I was young.
You had your hormones everywhere.
I was in high school. I wanted to have hella friends, and I wanted to have like a perfect high school experience that you see in all the movies, and I didn't have that. And I thought it was because I was so into my books. I didn't really go out. Like, I had a couple friends, but, you know. And then so I thought, education wasn't important. I don't need to pay attention.
But why didn't you
Anyway.
make friends that were like also into school and you studied with them? Like that's literally how like people met at my school. Like, you know.
Because those kids
Smart
would
people.
stay after school and like do stuff like that, and I wasn't
like-
one of those kids.
You were just like, I'll get the good grades.
Well, yeah, 'cause it
But
was
I'm
like
not gonna.
it was like I went to my I went
I'm not gonna
home.
play with the Rubik's Cube.
I went home straight after. No, I went home straight after school. Would do my homework, read because I really like reading. I'd be like reading for fun, and then like I wasn't active in school. Anyway, so I was in college when I applied to schools. Sorry,
Okay,
just
so
went off on a
how we
tangent.
met?
So obviously we both
Oh my
applied.
god.
Chill.
How
We
met.
both applied to Kohl's at literally the same time. When I happened to apply, he happened to apply. And Sean said he saw me when he went in for his first interview because I had my first interview that day
You were
as well.
you were looking down on your
But
phone.
I was so nervous that I didn't even notice, and I didn't even notice you until we had our orientation.
Yeah, because I literally came in. I sat for like I saw a whole bunch of people. I forgot like what like who went first or what.
My friend was working at the time, so I was talking to her like the entire time. And then I would look at my phone like occasionally when she was helping a customer.
Yeah.
So when you saw me, she was probably helping a customer.
Well, yeah, probably. I just remember coming in. I sit there for a couple of minutes, and I walk into the thing. I do my interview, and I walk out. That's it.
But what about me? Because you saw me, I didn't see you.
What do you mean?
Like,
I just saw. Okay, literally, I came in there, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm a young lad out of high school, going to college now. I'm working at a retail where there's a lot of girls there. So let me scope out a little bit, you know, see what I'm working with. And then
such a guy.
and I scoped out. I was like, okay, cool. And then I didn't really see you because again, you had this hair. You're bang. There's your short hair. You had very short hair.
I had short
And you were
hair,
covering it. I was like,
but I was
okay.
looking down to my hair. Was like
And everybody was
covering
doing
my
their own
face.
thing, so I just gave a real scope. Like I said, I didn't want to like be a creep and like look at everybody, like, you know. But I sat there, went on my phone. I was called, did my interview, left. Orientation came, then we saw each other, and I was like, cool. But I didn't really like.
It was so funny because when we got hired, you were the only guy in our group. Like every other person that got hired just happened to be a girl. So we're at our orientation. Again, I've never had a job in my entire life. And we have to fill out paperwork, like, because we're gonna work there. They need information. And I just remember I didn't know what they meant when it was like tax stuff. And
Where did I?
like every other person knew, and me and you were like asking questions to the manager, like,
What are taxes?
and then I felt so stupid, and then I was just like, okay. And I remember I saw Sean at the orientation, and I kept looking at him because Sean dressed. You won't believe me from this hat, but Sean dresses really nice, and at that
Nice.
time, really nice. And at that time, you just like you.
So in high school, I had a thing, like, I changed my, like, fashion, like, junior year. Junior year, I used to literally wear ties and dress shirts all the time, and then senior year, I still did that, but I came a little bit more casual, got in more into experimental fashion, you know, so I always wanted to dress nice. Dressing nice was, like, my thing. So I always wore a tie,
Your
dress
hair
shirts,
was really good.
slick back. I always, every day, slick back my hair, but yeah.
So that's what I
So,
saw.
Yeah.
And then I just kept
I just
looking
saw
at
this
him.
cute little
I
girl.
thought-
I was
I
like,
thought-
oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway, I saw Sean. I thought he was attractive. So I was like,
You did?
I thought you
Maybe
were.
our girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Maybe. I make you. Anyway, so chill. So I saw that. I hate you. So yeah, I saw that we started working, and this is the most frustrating part of, I would say, our entire relationship.
For
Is
5
that
months.
For 5 months? That
It
was,
was
5 months?
It was for 5 months.
So for the first 5 months that we're working there, 5, because I didn't even know it was 5. And
That's
now that I
fine.
know it's 5, it kind of pisses me off even more. Every time I saw Sean, I would just say, hey, how's it going? Like, because I did that with literally everyone because, okay, I'm like the most awkward person, and for the, like, first couple times that I worked there, I wouldn't talk to anyone besides, like, my manager because they would tell me what to do, and, like, my best friend at the time because I knew her, and, like, everybody else, I was, like, so afraid. I didn't want to jump into their conversations because I'm just not
You
the
were a
type.
shy girl.
I'm a very shy girl. I was just not the type of person. I would, like, sit alone in the break room and, like, go on my phone and put in headphones because I was like, nobody's going to talk to me anyway. I'm not going to interrupt anyone's conversation. Like, I was sad. But my friend was like, you need to talk to people. And so she was like, talk to that guy because you didn't talk to anyone either. And then...
No, I didn't talk to the younger people as much.
You talked to the older people.
Because, like,
but
the
all
younger
the young
people...
is who I started talking to first.
I talk to the older people because I'm like, yo, these people are the ones that have been here for the longest time. So if you get their respect, like, you're good to go, right? The younger people are just the younger people.
Yeah, so I would
like,
say hi. I would try having conversation with Sean because we both worked at the front registers.
Doesn't mean I was like
So-
a dick to the younger people.
It's not that you're a dick, but
I
it
just
was like
really did. I was
it's like
hi,
I
what's
would
up,
say
cool,
hi to
gang,
him.
gang.
No, but to me, you would not say
'Cause I liked
anything,
you.
and I don't know if it
I
was
was
like
trying to play the
I was
cool
like,
guy.
did he not hear me? I felt so stupid all the time because I would always be like, oh hey, what's up? And I didn't know your name because you never talked to me, and
My name's Dave.
I never saw your name tag. Like every time I saw you, you weren't wearing your name tag.
Yeah, it was that cool.
After what? No, because you would be like barely getting there when I got there, or like you'd be leaving or you'd be on register and I wouldn't, like I would just do my stuff.
Yeah, for the longest time, we didn't really work. Like, we didn't really work, like, together. Like, we weren't on the shift together.
But when I did see you, I tried to talk and he just would not answer. But this is where I got so mad because I would be with my friend, like I said, who worked there. And I would be standing with her. I'd be standing, like, next to one of the managers or something. And Sean would walk by, and like, me and whoever I was with would just be like, oh, hey, 'cause, you know, that's what you do with your coworkers when you see them on the floor. And
Oh, hey.
Sean would say hi,
Oh, hey.
but only if I was around someone else. So then I got it in my head that Sean would only talk to me when I was around other people because he wanted to, like move up, I guess. I thought, like, because I was just like, he sees that I'm kind of getting closer with, like, because, like, I'm not going to say her name, but my ex-best friend, because she was kind of, like, because she did her job, and then she was really close with all the managers, and she, like, was trying to introduce me to them, to talk to them.
Yeah.
So I would be talking to, like, the managers, and they would be, like, asking a couple questions about myself and stuff like that. And then I started talking to the younger people. But you would only say hi to me when I was around, like, managers or her.
Yeah.
So I was like, he just wants, like, to look good. I don't know. It was, like, a weird thing, and I got so mad. And I would come home, and I would tell my family, like, I like my job, but there's this one guy who, like, I freaking hate. He thinks he's so much better than me because he never wants to talk to me. And, like, all this stuff, and it was so dramatic. And then eventually, one day, me and my cousin were talking about going to Disneyland because it was, like, a 3-day weekend, I think.
Yeah.
And I had, like, two days off in a row.
Oh, then you asked
But I
me.
worked the 3rd day, and then I was like, if I can get this 3rd day covered, I can go to Disneyland, no problem. And we can go, we don't have to, like, rush back or anything. And then I remember, I was, like, asking everyone that was working that day. Everyone was, like, scheduled, and then they were like, check who's not working, Tori, because I was being hella stupid.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, because the schedule was in a binder. Like, I could see who's not working. And it was Sean and this one other guy. And this one other guy I kind of talked to, and I was just like, I'm going to try calling him. I tried calling him. He didn't answer. And I wasn't going to leave a voicemail. Like, I was hella nervous. And also, I was using the work phone, and then someone, literally this is what happened, someone called Kohl's, and so my friend picked up the phone because she has to answer the phone. That was part of her job.
Yeah.
So then she was like, just use your cell phone to call the next guy.
Yeah.
And she answered the phone. And the next guy was Sean. So I pull out my phone, I start calling his number. He doesn't answer. I hang up. I call back again. Because I didn't do that with the other guy, and I was like, I'm just going to try dialing twice.
The other guy.
I dial again. He doesn't answer. So then it like hangs up, whatever. I'm not leaving you a voicemail. And then my phone, I'm like talking to my friend, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to call out sick because I hadn't called out sick at this point. Like I felt really bad about it. And then my phone started like vibrating. And then I looked down, and I was trying to do this all on my break, which was not very long. Yeah. And I had spent most of it running around asking. And then they were like, finally, look at the binder. Can we talk like the last 3 minutes maybe? So, and this is like literally like my last minute of my break, and my phone starts ringing. And so I pick it up, and I'm just like, hello? And then I see it was the number that I had just called, so I'm like, it's Sean. And then I was like, oh, hey Sean, how's it going? Like I said everything.
Hey, Sean.
And Sean's just like, who's this? Like you sounded so like, ugh, who is this? Like who's calling me?
No, okay, so I had a feeling that you were calling me. Like I just had a feeling, right? When you picked up and I heard your voice, I was like, okay, this is her. And
you didn't even know it was me, you said.
Huh?
You said when I called you, you didn't even know it was me.
Okay.
Because I said, because you were like, who's this? And then I was like, it's Tori. And
no,
you were
actually,
like,
okay,
huh?
to be honest,
And then I was like,
I had a thought in my head. I had a thought. I was probably like, wasn't too short, but I had a thought in my head. Because I just remember picking up and being like, hello, like a little confused. And when I heard you, I just remember you even said it, my voice kind of changed. And then
after I said my name.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is Tori.
Because I was trying to pick, I was like, okay, oh shit, it's Tori.
I didn't
Like,
know
let me play
no,
cool. I'm like, yeah,
no,
I'll take your shit.
No, because you were even like, who? And then I was like, Tori, from Kohl's, we work together. And then Sean's like, oh. And then his like entire voice changed. And I thought it was so weird because I was just like, this guy is the one that never talks to me. He probably doesn't like me. And then I'm calling you.
It's like late.
It's not even that late. It's 10.
I gotta wake up at like 4:15 tomorrow.
So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was like, it's me.
But that's how we met. We kind of covered how we met.
Yeah, but anyway.
It is like I'm trying to get all into it.
Yeah. So then after that, we kind of became friends.
Yeah.
I was friends with a lot
and
of
I don't believe in the friend zone. If you don't believe, if you believe in the friend zone, you come talk to me.
So
and I'll tell you.
Sean was in the friend zone.
The friend zone is your friend.
We were. I don't know. Like we weren't like our other coworkers. So like I was friends with my other coworkers. Sean didn't really talk to them, and then once I started talking to Sean, I kind of was like, come talk to everyone else, because everyone was like, this guy never talks to us. And then so we all started hanging out, but they would. And
you thought it was gay at one point.
They would go do a little more.
And you thought it was gay at one point.
And I just ended up hanging out with Sean. And then at one point, I did think he was gay.
But everybody else.
But I said, but okay, no, this is how it went.
Because I was into a dude into fashion.
No. I even told this to you. I explained it to you.
What?
So because I asked Sean if he was gay when we were all hanging out, like me and all our coworkers and Sean, and I was just like, I kind of liked you at the time. And my entire family was like, Tori, you like this guy? And I was like, no, I don't. Because I was really boy crazy, and I was just like, I'm not going to admit that I like this guy because there's no way in hell he likes me. And everyone told me you were gay, and I wasn't sure if you were gay, and I wanted to see if you were like, I was like, he might be dating someone, like all this stuff. And then I had a couple drinks in me, and then I was just like,
did you?
Yeah, I did.
It was at IHOP.
Yeah, but I did, because we did it, and then we went, and then you met us there.
Where did you guys go?
We just had stuff in the car.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, so it was like right after work, and then we did that in the car,
I don't
and
think it
then we
should
went
be
to
in-
IHOP. No,
Man.
I'm not cutting this. And then
Oh
we
my
went to
God.
IHOP. I'm telling you the truth. And then we went to, I invited Sean to go to IHOP with all of us, and he was like,
I was like, fuck it. I literally was parked in my driveway, and then I got him. I was like, all right, fuck it. Look, I pulled back up.
yeah.
Went
He
straight to
literally, he came to IHOP. We were all hanging out. I asked him, and then everyone looked at me like, Tori, you can't ask that. And Sean started laughing, and Sean was like, no, it's okay. People ask me this question a lot. And then he was like, no, I'm not. And then I was just like, and then me and my friend at the time, like, she just looked at me because she like picked up that I liked you too. And everyone had been telling me that he liked me, but then also people were telling me that you're gay. So I was just like, I'm gonna ask. And then months later,
He had a baby.
thank you.
Well, where do you want it?
Just toss it.
Is it the wall?
It's okay.
Yeah, not the
My sister threw my charger.
It's like,
Anyway,
it's like a
so
shot put.
so months later, after friendship,
After
we
friendship.
ended up admitting that we liked each other.
Yeah, and then things came together there. But I was still, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I got to a relationship, I was just like I was like very
Weirded out.
weirded out. I was like, oh, I don't know why, that was really weird. And I still look back, I was
I
like,
felt so bad.
and then like she
At
felt
first,
bad.
We got together, and then like our first month of our relationship, you never wanted to text me anymore. You never wanted to hang out anymore.
It was
and
weird.
this is the guy who was like becoming, like very much becoming my best friend. And I would call him
It was
at
weird.
night, and I would talk to you for like
Hours. But
like
it was-
falling asleep on the phone
It was
and
weird.
being like, no, I'm not sleeping because I wanted to talk to you.
And I was like, fuck.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're like, what?
There would be so many times where we both fell asleep though, and I would just.
I'm pretty sure you were thinking the same thing. You were just like, okay, just go to sleep, but I don't want to go. Okay, what are you going to talk about? Because after a certain while, you just like,
I would.
you just want to stay on with that
I would have
person.
stayed up forever talking to you.
But then you're like, what to talk about? Because you're like tired. I get, dude, as soon as
Yeah,
I
so
lay
then we
on
were
my
just
bed, I
like
get funky
listening.
dunky tired.
We were just listening to each other's like voices talking about nothing. Not that. I heard you do that like once, and then I was like, I gotta hang up. And then I texted you like, good night. And I don't know if you saw it or not.
That's
You probably
funny.
saw it the next day.
That's pretty funny.
And yeah. Anyway, so yeah. First month of our relationship, Sean was not very present. And then I felt bad because I was gonna. Honestly, I was like about to break up with you. Because I was like, he doesn't like me anymore now that we're in a relationship. And so for our 1 year. No, not even 1 year. My bad. For our 1 month Stop. For our
Dude,
For our 1
getting
month
delirious.
anniversary, I got him this art set because we were really into art. At the time, yeah, this is the last part. At the time, and I gave it to him, and that was gonna be like my thing. And then Sean kind of cried, and I have a video of that,
Yeah.
of him opening it.
So I can give my story, my part now. I was just weirded out because for the longest time I was like, relationships, whatever.
Oh.
I was trying to be the one of those dudes that were just trying to be quote unquote players. I wasn't a player. I didn't even have a girlfriend before her.
That's
like,
the thing, is that
And
we're both each other's first relationship. And so that, I think, really freaked both of us out, but I was more ready to deal with it and, like, ready to talk to you. Whereas you were just like, oh, this is kind of weird, I'm not used to this, let me push her away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
But I didn't say that we're each other's first boyfriend slash girlfriend.
I know if you let me just finish your sentence.
Sorry. Go ahead, finish. His mustache hair.
Point is, that's how we met. Rate and subscribe. Give a 5 stars. Remember when YouTube had 5 stars?
No.
You don't remember that?
No. Your entire face changed.
You don't remember? Do you remember how YouTube used to look like back in the day? Back in like 2009, 2008?
Mm-mm.
You kidding me?
No.
Are you serious?
No.
You don't... Did you even use YouTube back then?
Like, probably not a lot.
Dude,
I used, what's it called?
YouTube used to have a highlight video of the week. Like, every time you went on YouTube, there used to be a video, like, it used to be the popular video. And if you came on that... Wait, there was even a page, too, that were, like, there were some popular videos, but this is the most popular. And if you made it on that page, YouTubers, like, really, like, oh, yeah, I'm on that. That's like getting, like, certain amount of subscribers.
No, remember I told you I wasn't really into YouTube. I've recently got into YouTube, like, a year ago?
A year ago?
Like, and then I just started, like, watching hella YouTube. Actually, no, the first YouTuber I got into was Jenna Marbles. Shout out.
I got into the Mystery Guitar Man.
But
Shane, I got into Shane
she
Dawson.
already had so many YouTube videos by the time that I got into her. Like, she was already a YouTuber.
See, there's...
Before it was, like, a thing that I knew about.
See, there's certain YouTubers that I followed back in the day when they had, like, less than 100,000 subscribers and only had a couple thousand.
Do you still follow them?
Time to time.
Because
Now I just watch a lot of like random videos on YouTube and stuff like that. No, I wasn't like I subscribed to a whole lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure if I go back, there's like some way I can figure out like what I used to watch or what I subscribed to at what time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that started doing Vine, and they became very popular on Vine, and they were doing YouTube before that I used to follow.
That's what like David Dobrik did.
But David Dobrik wasn't on YouTube until like...
No, but he was a Vine, like Liza, Gabby, those were Viners.
Yeah, they started off as Viners. And then they got...
Mustache. It's like trying to pick your nose.
They started off as Viners and they got into YouTube. It wasn't like... It wasn't like... What's his name? Oh my god. He's God, I forgot.
That's gonna bug you. I don't know. I have no.
No, he's a popular YouTuber. He no. Shithole. He would make rap videos. Like he would rap to like different concepts, right? He would rap about just using one word. I mean, like using like 4 words. And he would like rap about just this, and he would make cool videos while doing that. He'll do like acapella raps, like, and you would like. And this is when like YouTubers were like, oh, send me like the theme up for today or send me the theme for this video. And he would do that. And he got really popular. And I still remember watching the video too where I think he used to live in Brooklyn. And he was like, oh, I'm flying down to LA. I'm moving to LA. And he made that video. And then after a while I stopped following him. And then I got into like other people. And then he started doing Vine and started seeing him on Vine. I was like, cool. Now he's like, dude, like he's crazy. After Vine, he just blew.
I don't know who it is.
I mean, he was pretty big on YouTube for that time. Shit.
I wasn't into Vine.
Mr. Guitar Man lost his thing. Well,
I'm sorry.
You are not a true fan.
Anyway, that is a quick little intro to us. Be sure to give
rate
this
and
video
subscribe.
No.
I remember when the thumbs up first came.
Okay.
I remember.
We get it. You're old and you're a true fan.
I'm younger than you. No, I remember when they first started like releasing the thumbs up. And
okay. So since
and then
Sean
the subscribe
remembers,
button used to be on the top, so the videos are like rate and rate down below and subscribe up above here. And then it was a yellow. Or no, then at one point it became to the side, and then people were like this, and then like it was funny because after YouTube changed, like they kept on evolving, and the subscribe button kept on moving down.
You know what's funny?
And it kept on changing color.
Earlier in the video, when he whispered in my ear, he was like, "Can we end this now?" And
yeah, okay, actually, can we end? It's like 10:30.
That's what I'm trying to do. All right. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it for our first ever Bagels podcast. This is an intro into us, so I hope you guys
This is the
like
podcast?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
You said like 30-minute podcast.
Alright, okay.
Anyway, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This will be on mine at first, and then I will put it up on ours tomorrow, a joint one, which is going to be bagels.
Oh, okay.
And which when I do have it ready, it will be down in the description below. Be sure to hit the little bell button if you want to keep up with us and see when we post. And also leave a comment down below if there's anything else that you guys want to hear us talk about. / see Sean go on a tangent about. And yeah, that's all.
When
Thanks
we first
so
did
much.
it.
Chill.
Just kidding.
Thanks. Your cousin's gonna watch this. Because he tries to
My
see
cousin's
if
my boss. Yeah.
He's my boss too.
It's like,
Anyway.
it's going to be very inappropriate.
Thanks so
You
much
should not
for
be talking about
watching.
this, man.
Love you all.